All over the news now, they're talking about blacks and whites, and I don't really care. It seems almost like, for me, racism is being lived out by the black people who want to live in the past instead of moving in the future. No offense, but that's just the way it is. Because I wasn't there. The funny thing is, when I grew up, in Ashland, okay, I think we had like 1 or 2 black students at our school, but it was like no big thing. It was like, okay, there are the students, cool. And they were good athletes, and they were cool. They were cool to hang around and talk to. Never really got a chance to talk to them, but compared to other people, they were just like everyone else. And then I think it was 93. No, it was 94 actually, when I got my first roommates in the military who were black. And I never lived with a black person before, never anything like that. And I was like, just went in there like any other guy, that would just want to be friends, But then there was almost like this stigma from them. It was like, oh, you're a white guy. It's like, and, what does that have to do with anything? Well, because of what happened way back. I just stopped him right there. I says, are you freaking kidding me? I used some other language back then. I said, are you freaking kidding me? You're going to bring all that up when I wasn't even alive back then. I had nothing to do with it, and I don't even feel that way. And you're imposing your racial beliefs on me. And that's what's happening today. It's like, I don't care about the race. They want to talk about race violence and race hate. We're victims of our own circumstance. And either you move on from race and realize, hey, you know what? It's not pervasive today. It's only pervasive because guess what? It's all over the news because that's how they generate views. It's all about the corporate media trying to get the people to watch stuff. And you think, oh, race, oh, that's a big hot button. Anything that's a hot button, put it on TV and people will watch it. Race is not an issue. Not for me. No, it's not. And even if it is, who cares? We're different. So you're going to, then also know, oh, you got brown hair. You got red hair? Oh, you're the red hair only crowd. No brown hairs allowed. Blue eyes? Nope. Or then we're getting into long hair, short hair, big boobs, small boobs, butt, big, no, waist. I mean, what? It's all the same thing. It's all genetic information that is presenting itself physically. That's it. So what is the difference between commenting on somebody's the size of their breasts or lack thereof, butt, legs, calves, arms, thighs, face? How is that different than race? I mean, really, how is it different than race? It's not. It's the same darn thing. You're discriminating against somebody for having a non-perfect genetic code from your perspective. So if somebody will say, oh, it's just a race thing. No, it's not a race thing. And this whole thing of, well, if you don't agree with Obama, you're racist. No, I don't agree with Obama because he's a lying pig. Honestly, he lies to the American people's face. Go back and look at some of the stuff he said before being president to how things are now, and be like, man, I wish that guy would have been president. And it's not. Anybody who gets into that type of power, it corrupts them. And that's the sad truth. If you say, well, we only have a few more years. No, we don't. If we don't like our president, impeach the guy, get him out of there. If he's breaking the law, get him out of there. I mean, what happened to Nixon? All because of some Watergate scandal? Oh, really? And how many of those happen weekly here in America now? And we're just, we'll just let it go. We'll just let it go. No. Then we're so complacent, we're not going to want to stand up for our rights as human beings because some of us are going to have to put up that ultimate sacrifice. I mean, that's what the Patriots did way back when. 1800s, 1700s. We tried to escape persecution from huge government. We came here, and now all of a sudden, guess what? We're in the same problem again. Big government. Because you want to do everything for you. You don't want to do it for yourself. And when you have a government that is based on entitlements, which is what this government is, if you're entitling something to someone, you're taking it from somebody else. And eventually it's going to get to the point where the jobs just don't compensate. And yeah, there's another good thing. They're talking about creating 100,000 new jobs or whatever. It's like, that number means nothing to me. Okay? Because I had one of my jobs, making $100,000 a year, cut. Sure, and then another job, working at Burger King, may have opened up for minimum wage. Oh, there you go, it's one job. That's a substantial difference in income. Okay, so just because you create jobs, it's not, it's the quality of the jobs that matter. It's not how many you create. It's just, unemployment numbers. Well, unemployed to me means if you are of working age and not working, that's unemployment. But now it's like, well, unemployment who haven't stopped working, who have worked in the past 6 months, and they're defining what unemployment is. What is unemployment? Not being employed. So, I guess with that, I could just go on and on about it. Just some thoughts.